All right, let's go, Jack.
It's time for the High Hopes Jackie Baseball Report.
Joining me right now is Jackie Baseball. Fritz.
Here's Jackie Baseball.
Last night kind of felt like a game they were going to run away with, but they never did. Like, it felt like they won by more than one because they kept getting a bigger lead, and then, Bolin didn't have his best night. I think the rain also affected him because he couldn't grip a curveball. Regardless.
He was complaining about the mud in his cleats, too.
Yeah.
This is baseball guy stuff. Yeah, right.
They did have to change the mound for Luzardo over the weekend.
I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, listen. That's what you have to do, that stuff. You got to make sure you're up to the task.
You said last night felt like a bigger win?
Yeah, they won by one, but it felt like they controlled the game, but it was like they could also have blown it. I don't know.
That's what I felt, tight the whole time.
Yeah, I was tight.
It was a weird one. I never thought they were going to lose, but it was going to be one of those ones where, did they really just lose that game?
Right.
It was like Luzardo down there, that one game. They're at 6-0, where it's like they're not really going to blow it. And then they did.
But they might, yeah.
But they might.
Yeah.
So thankfully they held on. The have a plan of the plate Phils just continue on. 11 hits last night, 7 walks, and 5 for 12 with runners in scoring position. Don Mattingly after the game. It's now turning into, like you mentioned yesterday, Spike.
Yeah.
The offensive lineman going to Nick and saying, hey, let's run the ball.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
It's like all of a sudden, Don Mattingly was like, hey, you guys should plan when you go up there, and everyone's like, oh, and then everyone just handles everything differently now.
So here's Mattingly after the game talking about that now famous meeting.
I don't know if they switched. They had a pretty good meeting, a few weeks ago, just about where we were at and what was going on. And they all kind of spoke. Thought it was a good meeting. Since then, the approaches have all been good. And it's really what it takes. It takes each individual guy to have his, what he needs to do to make himself a tough out. And since then, we've walked that meeting. We didn't talk about walking. We talked about approach and what we wanted, making sure we had a game plan when you walk up there, things like that. It's been a lot better. It's really what makes you dangerous as a club when you keep putting traffic out there. Doesn't mean we're taking pitches, doesn't mean anything other than you have a good approach and know what you want to do.
Well, it's changed. I mean, they do look different. I mean, it's not just the results. Jack knows, 'cause I like long at bats. I like a good at bat, which is why I like Stott, because even JT will go up there and give you a good at bat. But I mean, there has been less chase, and Harper is I think the biggest example of a guy who's he occasionally will, but just not chasing outside of the zone like he was. And it gives him more traffic. There's guys on base, and it's worked.
Yeah, and they know all these things.
Yeah.
A couple things in there. He started it off with saying they had a meeting, as if it was a players-only meeting.
Yeah, Bohm talked about – what I wonder is if they all were talking – and Mattingly was letting them talk, and Mattingly just chimed in with it. Maybe you guys should have a plan.
So what I believe happened is that it was a different meeting than they usually have with Kevin Long and the hitting analysts and the other hitting coaches, and it was more the players talking amongst themselves of like, we got to do this more.
Okay.
Like, we gotta be. This is on us now. Right?
Okay.
I believe that is how.
So it wasn't a players-only meeting.
It was there. It was a normal like hitting meeting, I guess.
Sure.
But it was different from the standpoint of, rather than Kevin Long going through what the opposing team is going to do to them this series, it was, what do we have to do to get the best version of ourselves? Right. And that is when they came up with the selectively aggressive thing.
Well, the key for them...
By the end of that, he said we.
We, yes. Yeah. Well, the key for them is to continue to do it. The Phillies have been real good over the last 3 years of for a stretch sort of changing things, for a stretch concentrating on something. But then when things start going well, that's when they end up slipping. It's when things start going well that they think to themselves, we can just do our normal stuff now. We're good. We're fixed.
Right, I figured it out. Yeah.
And what they've figured out is to, I think, just keep doing this.
Hopefully. We've also seen them try things and then just revert back to what they've always done.
Yes.
So that's which
is what they are going to do again.
Maybe.
Yes.
If I was a betting man, I would bet on that.
Yes.
So that's why I'm not getting too ahead of myself. And I do want to see them. I mean, they haven't faced a great starter during this stretch.
No.
I mean, not that you have to beat every great starter because they're great starters for a reason.
Yeah.
But I think that would also give you some confidence as, they've actually committed to this thing.
Well, I will say this. I like the fact that they were willing to try something different.
Yes.
Yeah.
They've said to themselves, this is not good enough.
Yeah.
What could we do? I don't know. Take a pitch. And I think it was Stocker. I thought Stocker was talking about approach at the plate and just sort of picking out the pitch that you want, where you want it, hey, outside part of the plate, fastball or something like that, and having what's the word I'm looking for? If you don't get that pitch, just let it go.
The patience.
Yeah, having the patience and just to let it go. Let it just wait again. And if you have 2 strikes, maybe you change your approach. But until then, you have to have that patience to just say, ooh, that one's good too. Don't swing at that one. Just sort of let it go or foul it off.
Well, because how many times we watch them go up there? Trey will do it mostly. I feel like Trey's an example of this, where it's just a slider a foot off the zone.
Yes.
What do you think you're going to do with that?
Right.
You're not driving that pitch.
Right.
So we'll see. But the results have been very, very solid. Good night last night for their playoff chances. Both the Padres and Diamondbacks lost. Ketel Marte is nowhere to be found also for the Diamondbacks, apparently.
Literally.
So it's a very odd situation. He's been he's their best player probably. Second best player with Corbin Carroll. So they are now 2 games up on the Diamondbacks and 1 game up on the Padres.
Do you know what I'm a little nervous about? Just a tiny, you know me well. What in the playoff picture am I just a tiny little bit nervous about?
Like one of the other teams?
Yes.
I don't know. Is it the Mets? They're so far behind. They're playing good baseball. I know.
They're winning a lot.
Oh, the Mets done started winning?
Yeah.
Oh, that means that my boy may come back.
I think we're
Soto?
No, you shouldn't. Stay out. Let Lindor lead the team.
Well, I meant for fantasy.
Oh, right. Yes, for you.
That's all I meant is for fantasy
I
baseball.
just, I'm Jack knows I'm always scared of the Mets going on a run.
Yeah.
And I think we're 9.5 or 10 games ahead of them right now in the wild card standings, but there's
the important thing is how many times do we still have to play them?
I don't know if we play the Mets at all.
I think they're done against the Mets.
Really?
Yeah.
It doesn't even seem like we only played them.
Played them
once down here, once up there?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think. Well, that's all we do right now,
That's
right?
all we do is 6?
Yeah, because we play everything equally now, I think. So, yeah, I don't think we play the Mets again this season.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe 1 series in September, but I think they're done. And then Sanchez he doesn't look right.
His velo was off last night.
His velo was down. He had 3 walks. He allowed 8 hits. There was traffic in every inning besides the first. He was able to get out of them without too much damage, but the more base runners you're going to have, the dam's eventually going to break.
Yeah.
And one of those innings is going to turn into a 4-run inning rather than getting out of it. They almost turned a triple play that bailed him out of one of the innings. So him and Wheeler, you feel good about Luzardo's their best pitcher right now, so you feel good about where Luzardo is at. You feel good about Knowles. Painter wasn't great on Sunday, but there's some good things happening under the hood.
A disaster, yeah.
But it's those two. If they're going to go on a run, it's those two. And
tonight is big for Wills.
It's a huge night for Wheeler.
Yeah, we need to get Wills back to being Wills.
Yeah, I hope it's just a little dead arm spot after they've pitched. He had the big run early in the season, but he's also been kind of this way since the 50 2/3 streak ended.
You know what?
You mean with Sanchez.
Sanchez.
Yeah.
You know what Sanchez reminded me a little bit right of now is they're not the same, but it's a little bit like Nola in that he's his stuff, he's nibbling a lot, which is why I think, or is why he's walking people, is why he doesn't want contact, is why he's giving up hits, and he knows the velo is not there, so he's a little bit I feel like he's trying to be a little too perfect, and that's why he's walking guys, because the stuff isn't what it was. I hope he gets back, but yeah, they mentioned on the radio broadcast, I think the cutter was 2 miles an hour off.
His sinker was 2 miles an hour off.
Yes. Okay. There you go.
Yeah. It said 92 at one point.
I hate how they call fastballs all these different. Sinker's a fastball. They're all fastballs.
Yeah, but they're different kinds of fastballs.
Yeah, but no one says fastball anymore.
Well, because they're different.
Four-seamer?
Because it matters,
Well, four-seamer at least is a fastball. Sinker, they don't even call fastball anymore.
It's just a sinker. Well, slurve's not a fastball.
Well, I know. I'm just
I'm
just throwing pitches out there.
Well, because Sanchez only 3 pitches, right? It's the slider, the changeup, and the sinker. And I'm just like, that's a fastball.
Yeah, but it's a sinker.
There's
different variations of a fastball.
Okay.
They do play the Mets in a 4-game set in September. So one more time
That's
against
a
the
big.
Mets.
That's
It won't be big. Spike. They are 12 games under 500. Like, they would,
healthy.
He's always worried about that run.
You got to have a healthy fear.
Sanga's the closer now. He's been unbelievable since going there.
I keep looking. Every time I look, I see Evan Roberts. It's like, oh, they win another series. Oh, they win another series. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Stop winning. Stop winning. Stop winning. The kid in right field is Carson Ben, just throwing guys out of the plate over and over and over again.
He's pretty good.
Yeah, I don't like it.